Yay! A crossover always brings out the best in each show! It certainly doesn't smack of desperation.
Every TV geek wishes for their favorite characters to meet, and we all know that feeling of elation you get when you realize two of your favorite shows exist in the same world. From superheroes to families, there's no shortage of epic crossovers. So right now, we're bringing you 17 of the best TV show crossovers that ever exist right here on Listed. We're starting off with one you may remember from your childhood. I'm talking about Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In this episode, the Turtles were summoned and brainwashed by Astronema to fight the Rangers, but the curse was broken and they joined forces with the Rangers. Cowabunga, dude!
So the Mutant Ninja Turtles are for real?
Yeah. Hey, we couldn't believe they were really Power Rangers either.
Next up is an animated crossover fans that we were dying to see between The Simpsons and Family Guy. Peter and Homer almost seemed like they were separated at birth in the hilarious crossover. And as a bonus, the episode also saw some characters from Bob's Burgers and The Cleveland Show. In the second episode of Step by Step, Family Matters' very own Steve Urkel makes an appearance after blasting out of his own town of Chicago to Port Washington, Wisconsin. Urkel ends up going to the school dance and showing off his infamous Urkel dance. Come on, you know you remember the move. Urkel was quite the traveler because you might also remember when he stopped in on a special crossover between Family Matters and Full House. Since Uncle Jesse had swag way before Bieber could trademark it, he taught the famous nerd how to strut like a cool guy. And let's just say it didn't quite work out for him. Next is a more recent crossover between Parenthood and About a Boy. About a Boy's Will made a cameo on Parenthood, and Crosby has joined the About a Boy fam multiple times, like when he changed his daughter's diaper on Will's poker table. Talk about a royal flush. Next up is a classic Disney crossover between three of the channel's biggest shows, Hannah Montana, That's So Raven, and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Who could ever forget the epic cat fight between Hannah and London Tipton over the dress Raven designed?
I'm hosting an award show next week. Can you make me another one? Sorry. This is one of a kind. It was made for me and only me.
Sweet Life on Deck got a cameo with Wizards of Waverly Place and Hannah Montana for Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana. I know, crazy, right? Say that 5 times fast. While this crossover totally worked, it's still weird knowing Selena Gomez played Hannah's rival Michaela before she got the part as Alex.
You! This is the miscreant who turned you blue.
No, it's not. It was her.
Because we can all relate to Emma's fangirling ways and wish our fave singer would show up at our house, when the whole cast of Austin and Ally make an appearance on a holiday episode of Jessie, our cold hearts defrosted just in the slightest. We feel you, girl. Following that, we'll jump to Disney's rival Nickelodeon for an iCarly and Victorious crossover. Both casts got together to perform the banger Leave It All to Shine. We're still bummed Ariana didn't get a solo for this song, but if you listen close enough, you can hear that angelic voice. When you're the creator of two law shows, it seems only right to bring them together. That's exactly what David E. Kelley did with The Practice and Ally McBeal. The infamous attorneys banded together to solve a gruesome crime, which also left quite a bit of room for dancing.
You have no experience doing homicide.
That's why we came to you.
Hacking up your husband isn't something you'd forget.
Next on our list is an ABC TGIF mashup. Sabrina the Teenage Witch appeared not only on Boy Meets World, but also on Teen Angel and You Wish, all in one night, guys. We're exhausted just thinking about it, but it was incredible. The premise of the show had to do with Salem swallowing a time ball, and they eventually got transported to the 60s, and Sabrina then spends her time chasing her cat into the next 3 shows.
When he slips, this may be the gaffe that tosses the election to Jimmy Carter.
Another Disney crossover we have on the list is between Good Luck Charlie and Shake It Up. Teddy and her mom disguise themselves as actual dancers and sisters to get on live TV with Rocky and Cece. While they may get busted in the end, they can really bust a move. All right, now we have the insane 4-night crossover event between The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow. Talk about superhero heaven. We wouldn't mind these characters joining forces more often after these incredible episodes. And of course, we can't forget about the Mad About You and Friends crossover. It was too clever for its own good. You might remember that Phoebe has a twin sister named Ursula, who Jamie and Fran mistake Phoebe to be when they stroll into Central Perk. And while some crossovers aren't so seamless, this one could not have been executed any better.
It's her, right?
It looks like her. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Hi, it's us. Right, and it's me.
And next on our list is Doctor Who and Torchwood, which are set in the same universe. Whovians will know that Torchwood is an anagram of Doctor Who and came about from an episode called Tooth and Claw. The two shows have been mentioned in episodes on both, and the Torchwood team appear in the Doctor Who episodes The Stolen Earth and Journey's End two-part story.
Who are they? Do you know them, Jack?
As for the cutest crossovers in the history of crossovers, during popular sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Mark Cooper substitute teaches for a first grade class that has none other than Full House's Michelle Tanner in it. He ends up hurting himself trying to show the class a trick, and Michelle is escorted by Uncle Jesse to the Cooper house to offer an apology. That's so adorable.
Mr. Cooper, please get well from your little pal, Michelle.
And lastly, we have an epic 3-show crossover between Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and one of my favorite shows of all time, Law and Order SVU. Talk about a mashup of the bingiest shows ever. It seems impossible that these three could have any common theme, but the creators and directors pulled it off in a multi-night event following the evil Dr. Yates.
Sergeant Benson?
Yes.
Detective Aaron Lindsay, Chicago PD.
And that finally concludes our list of the best TV show crossovers. If you have a favorite that wasn't on the list, tell us about it in the comment section below. And after that, be sure to click right over here to check out actors who were written off TV shows. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching Clevver News. I'm your host, Emil Ennis Jr. And hey guys, I'll see you next time.